Hello, dear colleagues. The main purpose of this short video is to show you how to conduct or guide a trial session, a trial class for our future students. So, we will be talking about how to lead the trial class as well as the new courses setup. So, let's start with the first, our trial classes. So it is important to know that trial classes would last 30 minutes, but our regular classes last 60 minutes. So in this trial class, please let students know we're going to meet just for 30 minutes. In these 30 minutes, the first 10 minutes of the trial class would be to assess the level of our students. So after those 10 minutes or free talking with simple questions, such as tell me about you, your job, where are you from, tell me about your work experience, your expectations, and things like that, we will have like an assessment according to the European framework, which is the level our student is going to be enrolled. So, talking about the enrollment of our courses, this is the new setup. We will have 11 levels. So, in this Excel format file, you will find the main contents of all the levels. We already have worked with levels such as A1, A2, B1, B2, but right now, those levels are organized in this way. These contents will let you know like the main scope of every level. So this is intends to be the scope and sequence of all our levels. According to that 10 minutes chart, you will be assessing the student, evaluating their performance, and let them know, of course, the level they are going to be enrolled. You can show them also the courses to be sure they feel like they are fitting right there. Because this is really important for Bookii that students feel safe learning, but also so important for us. Please make sure you let students know which is the level they are going to be enrolled. This is our platform. According to this platform, in these three dots that we have, once we have the name of our students, please show them after those 10 minutes, after letting them know their level, this information. The courses, of course, show them the level they're going to be in with all lessons available. For example, let's pick up one of my students to show you one of the courses. Every unit must have different lessons. Every lesson that we have with the student is going to be checked or green ticked once we have finished the lesson. In order to have that green check, the class must be booked with a teacher because it's the only one who can check that class. Let them know how our regular classes look like by showing them the courses. Let them know our methodology. Please don't forget to let them know that our courses would have 24 lessons. Two from those 24 lessons are going to be used to reinforce any of the topics we have been working or any of the skills they want to reinforce. Let them also know, and also for you as your teacher, as their teacher, sorry, that some lessons have here 30 minutes because you can have two of them in just one class, in one lesson. But of course, encourage students to book our classes at least 3 classes per week. Why? Because that is the time we have experience is the most successful to get results. And Bookii wants them to have good results. If they want to get a good level, they gotta have a strong commitment with our courses. If they book one class today and maybe another class in 1 month or 2 weeks, maybe they would have forgotten what we have worked today. Every class that we mark in green is increasing this percentage for them. Once they have the 90 or the 100%, they can take the test to be able to move to the next level. Talking about also our platform, let them know that in information, all teachers, the last 10 minutes of our classes had a mandatory rule and is to type in here all the outcomes of our students. So everything they have done good, but also what they have to be a little bit more demanding with themselves and need to work harder, it's typed here. So every teacher knows what is next step or what is the next step for our student. As Bookii has personalized class where they want to set up the class and when they want to or where they can pick up the teacher, let them know that everything is tracked over there. So this is a really, really important information to let students know also during the trial class. Everything that is being done during the class in the last 10 minutes of the class must be given a feedback over there and it's typed there so everyone can read that information. Let also students know our cancellation policy. We got a 10 hours in advance to give a cancellation advice. I mean, students should tell us they cancel a class 10 hours before the class is going to be held, but they have 8 hours to book a class. If they don't give us an advice of their cancellation, the class is going to be marked as absent. So student will miss that class. If they cancel the class, they can book again that class. So lesson would not be taken into account. They can take the class when they want to. If they forget to cancel, we will mark them as absent. We wait for our students 15 minutes, no more than that. Remember, cancellation policy 10 hours before the class is going to be carried out. Book a class 6 to 8 hours before. This button, send message, is just for teachers. When we want to let students know as a reminder, we are waiting for them for the class. So don't forget, it is really important for Bookii to let students know that availability is their own piece. It means they pick up their teachers, they pick up the schedule. They must have, of course, an outcome for every class. So all classes must receive feedback. And if they book a class with one teacher today, but with another teacher in 1 week, maybe they are not going to see the results they want to, but the teacher, of course, will know what they have been working before. Don't forget, 30 minutes for trial classes. The first 10 minutes, free chat to assess their level. The next 20 minutes to let students know our methodology, our platform, how we work, and of course, all teachers are encouraged to use their own materials. So, for our levels, as I told you before, the 11 levels, we should have, of course, more resources, but it's also good to show our students that material for their courses is available there in the platform the 7 days of the week, the 24 hours. Don't forget to look at this chart with the contents of all the levels to make sure you are enrolling the student in the right level. If you are not sure about the level, you can show them the course. Let them feel comfortable with their level and try to get like an understanding, of course, in the level you are enrolling them. Thanks a lot and enjoying being here in Bookii.